how is your perception of kind of this change with 3 touchdowns in 2 games? I know you're not comfortable, but kind of where are you in your mind as you enter this last week?
Just going to keep taking it day by day, working as hard as I can to contribute to the team, and just keep working hard, just staying focused, brick by brick, day by day. So,
How do you feel about the versatility that you brought? I mean, running, catching, kickoff return.
coaching them will put me in great situations. They put me in great situations, great positions. So I just try to capitalize every opportunity that I get because those guys are making sure, Coach Payton put me in great situations, and I just been trying to capitalize.
When you studied the film of this past game, what did you see good and even maybe something that stuff you left on the field?
There was a couple of plays I left on the field. Everything, everything's not perfect. So definitely going to work on that this week, and I won't miss those cuts. I won't miss those opportunities anymore. So
How important is it, like, to when you look at that, when things appear to be going well on the surface, but to say, okay, there's more I can do here. There's another level I can get to.
there's one thing that stick out to me is about how the running backs are helping me out. Samaje, Javante, those guys see how I could have capitalized a little more, and they're not like Sean. They're like, hey, Jaleel, this could be better, or that could be better, and I really appreciate that because that shows, how much love they have for me, and like I said, I'm happy to learn from those guys, and I'm just gonna keep working hard.
Was there a point, because you came from a smaller school, you dominated, but was there a point, whether in April, May, or even in camp, where you realized that you belong here?
You got to go in with the mindset that you belong. So that's what mindset I came in with. Going coming from Division 2 all the way to the FCS. The Missouri Valley is a very tough conference in FCS, North Dakota State, South Dakota State, all of those guys. So I've always tried to prove that I belong, and I'm just gonna keep doing that. So.
Your quest to make the 53, where do you think you are with that? You think you've done enough?
I haven't even thought about it. Like I said, I'm gonna keep taking it day by day, and it's no matter how big or how high or how low you get in life, you've never done enough. And so that's what I'm taking it day by day. And I'm just gonna keep, like I said, I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm just gonna keep working. That's just what I'm.
Speaking of that, you've got a fascinating and also a difficult upbringing in your personal life where you've been open about homelessness and that period. Do you think that helped shape you and
You know,
where you are today?
Yeah, I think it definitely does. Like I said, there's been games where I've had a great game and I come home to nothing. I come home to like I said, to sleeping in the car. So that's why I said I don't never get too high, never get too low, because the unexpected can happen. So that's why I just said I'm gonna just keep my head down, and keep trying to do whatever I can for the team. Because like I said, these guys, they really believe in me. They work hard for me. I try to work hard for them.
How much does your family motivate you in that sense? You've seen all the things you've seen already in your life.
It motivates me a lot because, like I said, even my mom, my family, they're making it to every game, no matter what they have. So, it definitely motivates me a lot. And, even say I might have a down day or say, oh, it's early in the morning, but I think about my family. I think about the sacrifices they're making to be able to come watch me play. And, like I said, they really look up to me. So I'm going to keep working hard for them.
Did you think you were going to be drafted, and were you disappointed when you weren't? And what was your attitude when you weren't?
No, like everything happened for a reason. In life, everything happened for a reason. So, and I'm learning under one of the best coaches, ever. So that's what I take from it. I'm in a great running back room. Coach Lou, he's a great running back coach. Offensive brotherhood is unbelievable. So I think I landed in the right spot. So I'm thankful.
As the draft wound down, how many teams reached out to you, and why did you choose Denver?
It was a bunch. But like, there's one story that I always tell. I had written down in my notebook, different interviews that I had, and the number one thing I had from Denver was this was my favorite interview. So that's what really led me to Denver. And like I said, learning under Coach Sean Payton, not only does he teach you about football, but my first 3 days here, I had like a page and a half of just life lesson notes. That's how I knew I was in the right place. And it's just been great.
Who did you interview with? Sorry, who did you interview with from Denver?
It was with Coach Lou. Coach
Okay.
Lou, he treated me great. He also have some background with working with a couple of my coaches at Youngstown State. So it was just a great interview.
You mentioned the early mornings, and that was one of the things Sean told us about the first weekend, that you're always the first one in this building. Where in your kind of career did that start for you, to where you were getting that jump, becoming, whether it's 5 a.m., whatever the case might be?
It honestly started around my 12th grade year of high school. My 11th grade year on the football field, I started really slow. I started really slow, had a terrible game, my first game, and I didn't want to start slow anymore going into my 12th grade year, so I started to put in extra work. I didn't want to live, life with any regrets, so I was like, I'm going to give it all I got. So that's what really made me start putting in extra work in the morning time, even after practice and at nighttime, because I was like, I don't want to live life with any regrets. If I fail out here on this football field, I want to be able to say I gave, my 100%. So that's why I started working like that.
Where does the speed come from? And do you remember when you first realized you were faster than most people?
Funny story. My mom and dad, they kind of forced me to run track. So every time I would get up there, run the 400-meter dash, 200-meter dash, funny story, I would be literally in tears. Started 7 years old, 6 years old. It's like frightening because it's such like a competitive sport. Everything is on you in track. So like I just started trying to win in that, trying to win in track. I just started to get faster and faster and faster. So that's where my speed come from. Just running track since I was 6, 7 years old.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.